Okay, you can start talking.
Hello, welcome to my shop. Previously I did a video on the Nova Galaxy DVR, and it was a review video of all the things I liked or didn't like about it. And this time I'm going to show some enhancements that I've done to it. The first one is, in the first video I talked about the index wheel and the problems I had with it. The index wheel that comes with this machine is worked off of this little pin right here that goes into one of 24 detents inside there. But in order to see them, you have to get a flashlight and look through a little window and see which one you're in. Well, that didn't fly for me, so I had to have something better. So I built an index wheel here, and one of the things that they don't take advantage of is that on their index wheel they have 3 little holes by each one of those 24 detents, and those holes are at 5 degrees. So I had a setup on here that I picked up every little hole, and I had this plate over here, and I bored 72 holes every 5 degrees, and then I numbered them at every 15. And in this little pin right here, I have marked safe and power off, and that's to remind me that it's safe to run it right now with this thing up, but when I put it into this mode where I'm using it for indexing, I want the power off. I don't want to take a chance of turning the machine on when I have that thing engaged. I don't know what it'll do, and I don't want to find out. But anyway, you pick up your degree right here, and then you pop it in like right there. She set it 105 degrees. So that works out beautifully. And then I do the drilling or routing or whatever on this end of it. The other thing that I do is a lot of times I have stuff that I have to turn right on, make it concentric. And to do that, I take it in the house and put it on the metal lathe, and I use a collet. And I have a set of collets here that came with my South Bend lathe. There's 8 of them in here. They go from 1/8 to 1/2 inch. And I thought, well, wouldn't it be nice to be able to use those collets in this machine, because that way I can use all my wood turning tools and I don't have to use the compound and frog around that way. So anyway, that's what I did. And I started off with a nut, an 1.25 inch nut that fits this machine. And okay. Alright, start off with an 1.25 inch nut. I got this from a place called FMW Fasteners. It's in Houston, Texas, and this little nut is $2.33 versus $18 from a lot of other places. And what I did is I turned this nut on the adapter I have in my metal lathe, and I welded this piece to it, and then I turned this hub, which has a taper in it to fit these collets, so they fit in there. So what I needed was the hub, and I needed a drawbar to pull them in with. So in order to use this, I take this part and screw it onto the 1.25 inch spindle. You got to lock it in pretty good to register it in the back. Put that in there to lock it. Okay. And then I have this adapter here that goes on the drawbar. This will be Loctited on, and I have this little ring here made out of Delrin, and what that's for is that's to protect the inside of my Morse taper on the lathe, so when I slide it by it doesn't scratch it. Then the collets are put inside of the adapter, and it's fed inside of the holder here. And then I have a hand wheel that screws on the back that pulls it tight and tightens the collet to whatever part you're using in there. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick an end mill in here. This is a 1/2 inch end mill. It's right on the 1/2 inch, but I could put anything in here. I'll turn the lathe on. And this is to show how that works. I'll crank it up here. and it runs real true. Now I can put stuff in here and the thing will be right on the money. So that's it. That's the other enhancement that I did. Don't have anything else in the works right now except turning wood on here now. Thanks for watching.